I am finally learning how to love myself, deep divers. I've been on the journey for 10 years because before that point, I didn't love myself. Now I totally love myself. And deep divers, the best thing about self-love is that once you truly love yourself, you literally love everything, including the cat down the road. Peace, infinite waters, diving deep once again. Beautiful deep divers, we are out here in nature, baby, in Jurassic Park, just, woo, breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Deep divers, I'm sending you so much good energy today, it's unbelievable. Take that, take that, take that. I'm sending you tons of self-love. Now, deep divers, Ralph Smart's 8 rules of self-love. Do you love yourself today? Are you aware of the importance of self-love? Deep divers, I didn't love myself for a long time, and I was suffering, I was hurting, I was in a bad place, mentally, emotionally, even physically, because I couldn't hug myself. I couldn't massage myself. I couldn't embrace myself. Self-love is the #1 secret to becoming your greatest version. I'm about to share with you rules that I follow that help me love myself that little bit more every single day so I can wake up with confidence, do a little samba, baby, be proud of myself. And we ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello? Now, wonderful deep divers, let me share with you what's helped me along my journey. Ralph Smart's 8 rules of self-love. A lack of self-love, deep divers, is the root of all suffering. What? Slow motion this side. A lack of self-love is the root of all suffering. You see, so many people have been programmed. You have been programmed in this matrix, deep divers, to believe that if you love yourself, it's narcissistic. It's so narcissistic. It's selfish. No, that is actually the solution to world peace. Like if everybody truly loved themselves, the world would be a whole lot better off. Why? Because the great paradox of self-love is that the more you love yourself, the more you can love everything you come into contact with. You see, deep divers, there is a big difference between narcissism and self-love. What is the difference? Narcissism is where you want the spotlight all for yourself. It's just about me. Self-love is where you're like, let me share this spotlight with a cat down the road. Because I know I love myself. And I can see the cat down the road loves itself. We can all get along together. We can all love ourselves and be brilliant together. That's the difference. Self-love is empowering. Self-love will set you free. Self-love is actually the elixir of life, because if you don't love yourself, deep divers, how on earth are you gonna love me? Can I get a hello? Now, deep divers, oh baby, Ralph Smart's first rule of self-love is the highlighter. I call it the highlighter. Many people who I've counseled over the years who don't love themselves always have a highlighter around, and they're highlighting everything that's not working with them. They're highlighting everything wrong in their life. They're highlighting all of their flaws. And now it's a problem. Now they don't love themselves. Now it's hard to start to enjoy and appreciate life. So the first rule I have of self-love, ladies, fellas, cats, is to That highlighter you have in your pocket at all times, get rid of it right now. Stop highlighting what isn't working in your life. Stop highlighting that body part you don't like about yourself. Stop blowing it out of proportion. Now, I liken it to you having one tiny spot on your face, ladies or fellas, right? And you're like, oh my gosh, you're so bad, Ralph. And now you can't love yourself because of this one tiny spot. Deep divers don't allow a tiny spot to interfere with the beauty of your overall face. What? Slow motion this side. Okay? You love yourself when you embrace that tiny spot. When you embrace that tiny flaw. When you embrace what I call your perfect imperfections. Self-love doesn't come through you wanting to be perfect. Self-love comes when you let go of perfection. What? Slow motion this side. I started to love myself, deep divers, because I wasn't concerned with perfection. I stopped highlighting what wasn't working. I stopped hating myself for everything that I was not, and I started to love myself for everything that I was. I'm pretty awesome. So are you. When you can write down things that you're proud of about you, that's how to love yourself. You remove the highlighter from your space and you're like, I'm only going to focus on what I'm proud about. Those flaws are a tiny part of me. They aren't the sum total of who I am. The reason why a lot of people can't love themselves is because they allow a tiny flaw to dictate how they feel today. They allow what's not working in their life to dictate how their life is going to go. Never allow your current state to be your final destination. That's how to love yourself. Deep divers, once you remove the highlighter, now you stop judging yourself. Once you can stop judging yourself, you're going to stop judging other people. In other words, you're going to start to embark on this journey of self-love. True self-love is a state of non-judgment. Let me repeat that. True self-love is a state of non-judgment. True self-love is a state of non-judgment. Always remind yourself of that, deep divers. What's the second? Oh, baby. Ralph Smart's rule of self-love. Okay? It is this, deep divers. Stop trading who you are for what you want. Let me explain this. The reason why a lot of people don't love themselves is because they are trading every single day who they are for what they want. In other words, they're selling their soul to the matrix. I want lots of followers, Ralph. I want lots of subscribers. So you trade who you are, your authenticity, for what you want. When you get it, you're still not happy, you're depressed, you're full of anxiety. Also, stop trading who you are for who you want, for who you think they want you to be. Stop trading who you are for who you think they want you to be. In other words, stop living according to society's expectations. That's the second rule of self-love. Deep divers, my whole entire life, people have been telling me what to do. And I was trading my integrity, my values, who I was, just to please random people in this matrix. That's why I was unhappy. Now I'm loving myself. I'm only going to do it if my heart is in agreement with it. Oh, baby. Ralph Smart's rule. The third. Ralph Smart rule of self-love. Deep divers, it is this. Go to the place where you find your greatest power. The reason why I'm loving myself like a kale salad every single day is because I'm going to the place where I find my greatest power. I got a message from a young lady who's like, Ralph, I'm 18. I'm stuck in a dead-end job. I'm really sad here. That's why you're not loving yourself. I was there. I know what it's like. You got to do what you got to do, right? No, you don't have to do what you got to do. You have to protect your energy at all costs. That's the secret of self-love. I told you, don't trade who you are just for a check. You will never, ever love yourself. Go today to the place which is most empowering to you. It could be the beach. It could be going hiking. It could be even in your room. I have no idea. For me, it's nature. Okay, this is where I find my empowerment. So this environment helps me to love myself. You said you are surrounded by toxic people. How can you love yourself in a sea of negativity? Oh, baby, it's going to be mighty hard. How can you love yourself when people around you don't even care about you? To love yourself, you need to be around people who are rooting for you. People who are going to massage your back. Oh, that feels real good. People who want to see you win. Stay away from people, deep divers, who are silent when you make it. Who don't clap for you when you're winning. These are distractions in disguise. You see, going to the place where you find your greatest power could be you taking a trip across the world, halfway around the world, to a whole new location of new energy. That's how to love yourself. You see, deep divers, I went traveling when I was 18. I went traveling all around the world. I went to Brazil, I went to Ethiopia, I went everywhere. And that really helped me to love myself, to move out of this cocoon I was trapped in for so long. Self-love comes with self-expansion. Expand your limited mindset of seeing things, the way you see things. It has to go. Self-love comes when you broaden your horizons and perspectives. Deep divers, what is the fourth? Oh, baby. Ralph's smart rule of self-love. Stop being ashamed of who you are. Ralph, I don't like my ear. Ralph, I don't like how I look. Ladies, I know what it's like with this social media in this matrix. Now you can't accept your body. You don't love your body. It's never good enough. We feel ashamed of ourselves. A lot of people who have counseled deep divers, who I've mentored, always tell me this, Ralph, I'm ashamed of my story. Deep divers, I used to be ashamed of my story. That's why I didn't love myself. Did you know, deep divers, the last year of university, I had a breakdown? I've already spoken about this. So I was hospitalized for like 28 days. Then I actually came back to finish it. The universe was working in my favor. And I passed it with a distinction. Graduated and everything. But I had to go through that, what we call dark night of the soul, to really learn how to love myself. Then I had to broadcast my story to the world to say, actually, I'm not ashamed of what happened to me, because I know my story is going to inspire you. And guess what? It's inspiring millions of people all around the world. Can I get a hello there? Nobody becomes inspired by perfection, because that's unrealistic. We don't live in a perfect world. That's why they said in ancient Egypt, a beautiful thing is never perfect. I want to see the broken you. I want you to show me your story. Tell me your story. Show me your trauma. Tell me about your trauma. Tell me about your hard times. That's the you I want to see, because that's the real you. Nobody has it all smooth sailing. If you're on planet Earth, there are lessons to be learned. So, you love yourself when you broadcast your story, when you allow yourself to be vulnerable. There is power in vulnerability. Why? because it takes more strength to be open than it does to be closed. Stop it, Ralph. Slow motion this side. So I'm not ashamed, deep divers, to talk about all of my experiences to you every single day. I'm an open book. That's how to love yourself. As your self-expression increases, so does your self-love, deep divers. That is the secret. Deep divers, what is the fifth? Oh, baby. Ralph's smart rule of self-love, 7-day vegan challenge. I had to stop eating off the dollar menu. Don't eat anything fast, cheap, or crappy, because you're worth more than that. That's why I said, hey, pass me the butternut squash. Pass me the celery juice. Pass me the green smoothie. I had to get my health right before I could love myself, deep divers. For a long time, I was only eating fast food burgers, processed crap, jelly babies. It wasn't serving me. It would feel good when I was eating it, but afterwards I would feel like crap. And I realized that self-love has a lot to do with what you are putting into your mouth. The first way you can learn how to respect yourself, which is a form of self-love, is to start eating to live. Start eating life instead of death, deep divers. And that's what I did. I had to realize that self-love is linked to peace. And peace begins on your plate. Self-love is linked to you taking responsibility to say, actually, just because it's going to save me money, it doesn't mean it's good for me in the long run. That's why a lot of people eat off the dollar menu. They're like, hey, I want to save a few bucks, a few pounds, a few euros. But deep divers, your health is far greater than you trying to shortcut your way through life. Okay, invest in your health. And that's the rule of self-love. Put the money up. Put your money where your mouth is, deep divers. Take the grapes out first. Deep divers, what's the sixth? Oh, baby. Ralph's smart rule of self-love. It is this. Learn how to express yourself. Every single day I'm expressing myself. I found my voice. Speak your truth even if your voice shakes. Realize this today, deep divers. If you are hiding your feelings, you aren't loving yourself today. Stop hiding. You see, I can give you 1 million subscribers today. I can give you $1 million today. But if you aren't happy with who you are, you will never ever love yourself. Happiness is an inside job. And it comes, because happiness is linked to self-love, it comes with you learning how to never suppress your feelings. Stop hiding how you feel. Stop saying yes to people when it's a no to yourself. Get real, get blunt, get honest, get raw. If they don't like it, too bad, they can hit the road, Jack. That's how you love yourself. Express yourself. Open that big mouth of yours. That's right, you tell them. You tell them, deep divers. You tell them. Deep divers. What is the seventh Ralph Smart rule of self-love? Stop caring what other people think. Opinions are like buttholes. Everybody's got one, including the cat down the road. Now, you can't just say, I've stopped caring what everybody thinks of me. No, because we do care. We're human, right? I care. But deep divers, I never allow someone else's opinions of me to dictate what I'm going to do today. Why? Because your opinion of me didn't make me. So therefore, I'm not going to allow it to break me. What? Slow motion this side. Your opinion of me don't pay my bills, deep divers. Your opinion of me doesn't cut me a check. You see, self-love happens when you ignore everybody else's opinions of you. You focus on becoming the best you can be, realizing that you are doing the best you can with the best you have. Everybody might want to do it a different way than you. But self-love comes when you have a total embrace of who you are. You don't bash yourself for where you are. You say, look, I'm work in progress. And deep divers, self-love is when you realize you can be the masterpiece and the work in progress at the same time. Okay? What do you think of me, deep divers? It doesn't matter what you think of me. What is the 8th? Oh, baby. Ralph's smart rule of self-love. It is this today, deep divers. To truly love yourself, you have to stop comparing yourself to other people. Now, this is a huge epidemic on the planet. People comparing themselves to other people. Ladies, you comparing your butt to her butt. Fellas, you comparing your muscles to his muscles. You comparing follow count. How many subscribers does this person have? How many likes do they get? This is why so many people, and this is why, deep divers, this is why so many people are in a state of neurosis in the matrix, because they are living for the outside, when you have to learn how to live for the inside to love yourself. Make sure, deep divers, you are living more for the inside world than the outside world. That is the greatest secret of self-love. Let me repeat that. Make sure you are living for the inside world more than the outside world. Do it for you. Do it because it makes you happy. Stop comparing yourself, because we are running a totally different race. In fact, I'm not even in your race. I'm only competing against myself. I have no competitors, deep divers. No competition. Why? Because I'm unique. The rule of self-love is to really hone in on your uniqueness. Say, look, I'm not going to compare myself to anybody, because comparison is the greatest thief of joy. Love yourself today, deep divers. Why? Because self-love will set you free. It is not selfish. It is liberating. And once you realize that, deep divers, well, you'll just say, feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello? Beautiful, deep divers. We're just, woo, breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Shout out to everybody who's been rocking the amazing good ass prana shirts at ralphsmart.com/clothes. Got a question for me, deep divers? Add me on Instagram at Infinite Waters. And the model search is on. If you are a sexy ass model, woo, with a lot of heart, DM me on Instagram at Infinite Waters. Check out the new book on Instagram. No, on the website. Yes, ralphsmart.com. And on Amazon. Feel Alive by Ralph Smart on Amazon. Deep divers, you are appreciated. Love yourself today. Have a beautiful day. Peace. Infinite Waters, diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy. Peace. I love myself, Ralph. So do I. And the cat down the road definitely loves itself. That's a good thing to see. Peace.